All right, hey, welcome back to another pregnancy update. Yay! So this is week 20 and 21, and I'm feeling good, which I'm happy to say. Okay, so for the last couple weeks, let's just talk about how I've been feeling, what's new, all that kind of fun stuff. This week, I have come to realize that my boobs don't fit into anything. I think that's kind of been a problem. But just this week, I was like, I can't find anything to fit into. All my sports bras and all that stuff doesn't even fit. I'm like suffocated all the time. So that's been fun. I did go to Abercrombie & Fitch, which is the most random thing in the whole world. Have not been in that store in a bajillion years. But anyway, long story short, we were actually at the mall, went in, and I got the most like silky, comfortable bra from Abercrombie & Fitch. I got an extra large, and I kind of wish I would have got the large. It's a little bit too big, but anyway, it's super soft. It's really nice. So check that out if you're on the market. I do want to try Skims. So if you've tried Skims and you love it, let me know because I'm in the market. Okay, I'm in the market. So I have my handy dandy notes, which I would recommend doing throughout your pregnancy because it's just fun. So let's see what I wrote down. Let's see, guys. Okay, so I felt her kick 3 huge times in week 20, and it was like insane. I've been feeling little movement, but it was like, oh, no one's barking. She never barks. What's happening? Anyway. It was like she was knocking on my stomach like 3 big times. It was so cool. And I've been feeling movement since then. And I did find out that my placenta is faced on the front of my uterus. So my doctor said that basically if it's placed on the front, you're less likely to feel movement until about 24 weeks, but I have been feeling some movement. But she's like, if you go a while without feeling anything, know that it's the placement of your placenta. Sometimes it's in the front, sometimes it's in the back. And yeah, so she said anything that you feel before 24 weeks is just, think of it as bonus. So I thought that was really nice. Can we just say, you guys get the real of life and of me in these little sit down chats, because which we just need more of that. I'm like, I don't want to get ready for video. I love just like sitting here and being myself. That makes me happy. So thank you guys for dealing with what I look like half the time. Anyway, that's irrelevant. That doesn't matter. At the very beginning of pregnancy, not beginning, well, I guess like first trimester, beginning of second trimester, anything that I did feel was on my left side, which was, I'm like, is she growing out of my left side? And now I'm feeling most of the things on the right side. So she's traveled, she's getting bigger. Why is Nala barking? She's afraid, she sees something. She must be afraid of it. I don't know where she is. She'll figure out her life. I swear, anytime you hit record, things go down. Things go down. Oh my gosh, hold on a second. So with me feeling her more, Clark has gotten to feel her too, so that's been super fun. He hasn't been able to feel anything big yet because I will feel her and his hand is on my belly and I'm like, do you feel it? And he's like, no. So it's a lot of internal movement, I think, going on right now. These past 2 weeks, I've been thinking more and more about a natural birth. And I've been listening to a podcast, Mama Natural, is that what it's called? Yeah, Mama Natural podcast. I think she has a book and resources and stuff. I have been loving that podcast. When I go on a walk, I put it on, or if I'm like cleaning or walking around, I always have it on. And I love the perspective that she gives. I love the education that she gives around living life naturally, having a natural birth, natural pregnancy. And there's so much in it that's so useful every single chapter. I'm like, she goes week by week through your pregnancy, but then within each week, she talks about like stuff that's like, that is relevant no matter where or how far along you are. But I've really been enjoying, I feel like I'm learning so much. So with that being said, I recommend listening to that, giving it a try. I really like it. So with that, I have felt like going to a birth center or a birth center affiliated with a hospital is sounding more appealing to me. So there's like a hospital, a birth center affiliated with the hospital, and then there's just standalone birth centers. And that second one kind of seems like the best of both worlds because they support natural, but then if I'm like, listen, give me the drugs, I want the epidural, it's right there. Birth center, you have to get transferred to the hospital if you want any kind of intervention or need any kind of intervention. And then the hospital that my doctor currently is associated with has a very, very high rate, like a very high rate of C-sections, of interventions, and 24% of all of those are women that are low risk. So I'm so okay with whatever needs to happen, but if I have the ability to go somewhere where if I'm low risk, and I have been as of right now, but basically I just would love to have that option to be supported and have an environment that is used to natural birth. So that's kind of all I'll say with that right now. I'm just educating myself, thinking about it more, and I did actually call a midwifery, and I'm waiting for them to call me back because I might switch doctors again, but I really have been praying about it. I'm really just trying to, like, whatever works out, I know is what is supposed to work out. Like whatever doctor, whatever setting I'm supposed to be in, I'm just like believing it's going to work out exactly the way it's supposed to, so that I'm safe, so baby's safe, and I feel supported and have the experience that I want, if possible. So that's kind of been in the forefront of my mind lately. Some things that I have been doing starting the last couple weeks is Calm magnesium powder. I just went to Whole Foods. It's in a little canister type thing, and I've seen people post a lot about it because magnesium helps you sleep, and I have like magnesium supplements mixed with other vitamins, but I wanted a powder so I can like mix it in water, drink it before bed, and it just like hits your system quicker. So I got that, and I've been mixing that with, not actually mixing it, sometimes I will, but in addition to the Calm, I've been having cherry juice because cherries are the only food that naturally has melatonin. Because being pregnant, I've heard there's not a lot of studies, or from what I've researched, you know, melatonin I don't think would be the worst thing in the world, but there's not a lot of studies showing that it is okay or isn't okay. So it's kind of one of those things just to kind of steer clear of, I think. CBD is kind of the same thing. I've had a little bit, but I'm being just careful because I don't know. There's not a lot of research with it. So the safe thing for me, I feel like, is having magnesium and some cherry juice. I was gonna get some frozen cherries, but I'm like, am I gonna make a smoothie before bed? And fresh cherries are great, but I don't like to have fruit on top of my food for digestion. That's not great food combining. So the 100% juice seems like kind of a, I don't know, the best way to go about it for me. And it tastes so good. It reminds me of Juicy Juice. Have you guys had Juicy Juice? Did you used to have that when you were little? I was obsessed with Juicy Juice. It was only at my friend's house. My mom never bought it. And when I went there, it was like Christmas morning when I got to have Juicy Juice. But I got, the kind that I got is from Trader Joe's, and it's 100% juice, not from concentrate. So yeah, try it out. It has melatonin, and I feel like it's been working. With that, I've been using a magnesium lotion that a company sent me. It's 8 Sheep Organics, I believe is what it's called. I'll make sure I link it below. They gifted it to me, and I love it. It's so nice. Have your partner rub it on your calves, on your feet, and it is delicious. And it works. I swear by it. I really think that it works. So I will be a customer and be buying more of that for sure. Cream cheese, vegan cream cheese. You do you, but I'm vegan, so vegan cream cheese from Miyoko's or Kite Hill on some gluten-free toast. Like, I'm not talking like a thin layer. I'm talking like a lot. Has been so good. I've really enjoyed that. I still don't have a massive appetite. Like, what in the world? A lot of people at this point are like, I cannot get enough food, and I just have not been that way. I'm like, I want to feel that way. I'm just eating kind of more normal now, thank God, because I wasn't able to eat for so many weeks without like throwing up or just being sick or queasy or whatever. So I'm eating more like myself, but trying to be mindful of like getting in more calories. And anyway, I'm sure that I'll get super hungry in the next few weeks, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, we're about to go out of town. So we're flying to Miami this weekend. So excited. One of my best friends is getting married. So we're gonna go have a long weekend in Miami. I've never been to Miami before. I've never traveled pregnant like this before. I have not been on an airplane I think since 2019. So since the pandemic has happened, I have not been on an airplane. So this will be the first time. So I feel like that's gonna feel weird in general, but then also because I'm pregnant and I'm just like, is everything okay? You know, it's just, I feel like it's weird to travel and I'm like, I'm bringing my unborn child up into the sky. I don't know, it feels weird. Also, last thing, and I'll wrap this up, is I started to, actually two things. My belly has been so itchy. Oh my gosh, so freaking itchy. And I have been nourishing with some body oil. It's pure, like coconut butter, vitamin E, jojoba oil, coconut oil. My friend who's getting married this weekend actually makes it, and it's so good. It's literally the best stuff ever. But I've been doing that like several times a day, but I'm still super, super itchy. It's really annoying. That, and I've been feeling weird body pulls, like pinched nerve down my leg, kind of feeling like I'm walking weird because it's like pulling on the one side. So that's weird body things I've been feeling. Hey, it's Alex from the future, and the video cut me off. I'm editing it right now, and yeah, it cut off. I was wrapping it up anyway. So thanks so much for watching this update, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.